All right, on today's video, we are back at the Crawford County Sportsman's Club, and today we are out here to do the review on the Zulisy Oak Plus Red Dot. Now this gun is clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. So this is the Zulisy Oak Plus Red Dot. And if this dot looks kind of familiar, it's because I've already done a review on this dot, but it was the original Oak Plus. Now the original Oak Plus, just like this one, it's got that huge competition style window. It was definitely one of my favorite dots that I've reviewed on the channel, but I'm calling this a Gen 2 because Zulisy went back and did some updates on this. And one of the biggest things they did was put the side load battery on it, because that was one of the biggest complaints people had with the original Oak Plus. Now, we have done a full unboxing video on this optic. We went over everything in the box, the specs of the dot, all that stuff was covered in the unboxing video, and I will link that down in the description below. If you want to check out the video for the original Oak Plus, I do have an optics review playlist on the channel. You can go check that out. Now, what we're going to do today, we're going to shoot a couple 10-shot groups with this, get it all dialed in, sighted in right where we want it. Then we're going to shoot some USPSA targets, some steel targets, and we're just going to talk about this optic as the day goes on. All right, all the ammo we're going to be using in today's video will be my Steel Valley casting reloads. And if you are a reloader, you definitely want to go to my website, go to the weekly deals section, check out Steel Valley Casting. You'll be glad you did. And if you are a member of the 740 squad, there's even extra perks when you go check out Steel Valley Casting. All right, in the first shots video, we did run a lot of factory ammo, and all the factory ammo ran flawless in this, just like my reloads. So if you're interested in how the factory ammo shoots, go back and check out the first shots video. All right, we're all set up at 10 yards. We're going to shoot a 10-shot group at the middle right target. Let's see how this goes. All right, not a very good first group. We got a pretty good cluster right there around the bullseye, but we got a couple low right and a couple a little high. We'll get them tightened up. At least we kept them all in the black. All right, this gun is clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. Well, my first thoughts after shooting the 10-shot groups with the Zulisy Oak Plus, Gen 2 we are calling it, well, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. You guys know, if you've been watching the channel, when I reviewed the original Oak Plus, I absolutely loved it. And I really only had one con with that optic, and that was the fact that it did not have a side load battery. You had to take the dot off to change the battery. Well, they've fixed that now. So the window on this thing, it's just massive. It makes engaging your target very, very easy. And that is why it's more of a competition style or size optic. But yeah, getting on target with this thing is absolutely amazing. The dot is super bright. In fact, it might be just a little bit brighter than what the original one was. And as far as starbursting goes, it does starburst a little bit. I do have astigmatism. That's not the dot's fault. But even on the white background in here, which is normally where I really see some bad starbursting, not having that issue at all. All right, here we go. First target, Alpha Charlie. All 4 hits on steel. This one was ugly. 2 Alpha, and 2 Charlie. Our next target, 3 Alpha, 1 Charlie. Both hits on steel, and Alpha Charlie. Alright, here we go. First target, 2 Alpha. Both hits on steel. 2 Alpha. Alright, there we go. 4 Alpha. 3 hits on steel. We had a miss there. And 2 Alpha. Alright, here we go. First target, 2 Alpha. That's nice right there. All 4 hits on steel, 3 of them pretty much touching. And we got 4 Alpha. Next target, we got 3 Alpha, 1 Charlie. Both hits on steel. And we got 2 Alpha. All right, this gun's clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. Let's talk a little bit more about the Oak Plus. So let's talk about the housing on this. We've got a lot of protection around that big piece of front glass. Even down here at the bottom, that's recessed in about 1/8 of an inch. And if we look up here at the top, we're sitting back in there about 1/4 of an inch. And then you have these flares coming out here, protecting the glass. Got a lot of protection here in the rear. Now, would it be drop safe? Probably not. But this optic's really not made for duty use. This is a competition style dot, and I have used the original Oak Plus in a USPSA match. I really like the buttons on this. Really nice tactile buttons on your up and down for your brightness level, and really nice design dot, and I think it looks good. It's just got a really good look to it, and I do like the fact that we do have a backup iron sight here. If you were to lose the dot, I am able to pick up my front sight with the built-in rear sight. Alright guys, we switched up the targets a little bit. So we got a piece of steel out there on the right. We got these 3 kind of stepping inward. Steel on the left, and then I took a target and put it out there on the far end. All right, here we go. Both hits on steel. 2 Alpha. We got 4 Alpha. And then we've got 3 Alpha and 1 Charlie. All 4 hits on steel. And our very far target, we've got an Alpha and a Charlie. Here we go, steel on the right. We only got 1 hit, I had a miss. The next target, we've got Alpha Charlie. And our next target, 2 Alpha, 1 Charlie. And our next one, 3 Alpha, 1 Charlie. All 4 hits on steel, and 2 Charlie. All right, we're all pasted up. This time we're going left to right. Here we go. All right, here we go. 1 hit on steel because we had a miss. All right, this is nice. 4 Alpha. All right, really nice here. 4 Alpha. 2 Alpha, 1 Charlie. Both hits on steel. And for the first time today, the far target on the end, we've got 2 Alpha. All right, I went and grabbed my Canik TP9 SFX, and yes, this gun is clear. No mag, nothing in the chamber. And I will show you that the Grizzly is clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. So what I wanted to do is kind of give you guys a comparison of the 2 optics. So all in all, design-wise, they are pretty much exactly the same. You can see on the windage that it has switched up a little bit. This one has just a little cleaner look. You got just the Zulisy logo there. On this one, you have the logo. the model number and the 3.5 MOA dot. Now if we flip them over, the buttons are exactly the same, pretty much identical on this side. But like I said at the beginning of the video, the biggest improvement is the fact that now we have the side load battery. And if we look here at the top, both of them do have a built-in backup iron sight, but on the old one, pretty hard to read the up and the arrow for elevation, and a lot smaller screw. With the new one, very easy to see the up and the arrow, and a little bit bigger screw there to turn for your elevation. Alright, this gun is clear. No mag, nothing in the chamber. My final thoughts on the Zulisy Oak Plus. I really like this dot. I love the first one, and I love this one too. And I like it just a little bit more because now we have that side load battery. So we went over all the pros, and we'll just kind of go through them real quick. Nice tactile buttons for your brightness here. We obviously had no issues with zero on this today. We did not lose zero. Not the most tactile or audible elevation and windage turrets on it, but that's to be expected with dots in this price range. Got a lot of protection around the glass here on the front. Got that nice big window. The glass is very clear. Got just a hint of that blue tint to it when you're looking through it. Just an awesome dot. The dot is just bright. It's as bright as it needs to be. Very little starbursting for me, even with astigmatism. And we have that backup iron sight. And cons, guys, I just don't have any. It's just, for what it is, it's a very affordable optic. And if you are thinking about, getting into some USPSA shooting, Steel Challenge, IDPA, this is just a really nice entry-level gun for someone, especially, not wanting to spend $500-600 beans on an SRO. You can get a cheaper gun and just jump in and see if you like it. You may not like it, and at least you're not going to be out a whole lot of money, because there are people who try competition and they don't enjoy it. Most people will love it, and you could run this for about a year and then step up and get you something a lot nicer. But all in all, for what it is, a budget competition dot, it's pretty hard to beat. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.